Hey friends, how we doing? How is it going? How is your 2025 going so far? We're what, like the second week in? Good, I hope. So I thought that I would tell you my 2025 goals because I always have goals. Whether I reach them or not is to be determined throughout the year. I normally don't reach like half of them. Like I start out strong and then it just bye-bye. Same different year. So I have 5 this year, and 2 of them are from years past because I just wasn't motivated enough, I guess, to do this. But this year, 2025, is gonna be the year. I know it. I always say this, but it's gonna be the year. Okay, so these are in no particular order. They're just what came to my brain, or they're in the order that they came to my brain. So first we're gonna talk about my health. Now, I'm not like in trouble health-wise, but there are a lot of health problems in my family on both my dad's side and my mom's side. There are quite a few diabetics in my dad's family. I know my grandma, my mom's mom, was diabetic when she was alive. And like my dad, he's also a diabetic. He didn't get his diabetes until he was in his 50s. So I want to be preventative, and I want to try to not get diabetes. Also, my grandpa, my mom's dad, had heart problems. He had like 2 triple bypasses, I think, and then he ended up getting a pacemaker, and he had that until he passed away. There are a multitude of cancers in my family. My mom had melanoma when I was really young, so just prevent that. I think there's like high blood pressure somewhere in my family. There's just a lot of health issues with my family that I can actively prevent to the best of my ability. And so I want to do that. So I want to start eating better, eat less junk, drink less caffeine, like bad caffeine. I don't like tea, so I guess just no caffeine. I don't know. Not no caffeine, maybe a little bit, because your girl loves Dr. Pepper and I can't go without it. Just a little less. Let's level down the consumption of Dr. Pepper. But definitely not cutting that out of my life because I enjoy it. So maybe like a treat every once in a while. Less going out to eat, more cooking better meals at home, eating more fruits and veggies because I don't do that. Not working out, but being more active. You know, going on more walks when it gets nicer outside, because my window's right here, that's why I keep looking out, and there's snow, and I like to stay in when there's snow. Like, it's pretty to look at. I just don't want to interact with it, as in like cars and stuff. Anyway, so, and then like finding things to do to be more active indoors when it is colder outside, and I don't necessarily want to be outside, getting outside more in the spring and summer, all that fun stuff. Also, I want to start having children soon, so I'm going to be 30 in 2026, and my bones already creak and ache, and I'm currently, as of January, only 28. I will be 29 in February, and if that's already happening, I want to be able to be active and like play with my children, because I hopefully will have children in my early 30s, and so they will be active when I'm in my early 30s to mid 30s, and then obviously on, and I want to be able to interact with them and play with them, and I don't need to be aching and creaking when that happens. So I want to build that up before I have children, which is just hopefully soon. But that's a different video for a different time. Next is I want to get out more. I am a homebody, such a homebody. When I don't normally go out unless my husband is with me. Like, I'll go out with my little group of friends that I have, which consists of people who have known me literally my entire life. It's my mom, my sister's childhood best friend, who she became best friends with before I was a thing, and our family friend whose mom babysat me from like 3 weeks, I think, 6 weeks, I don't know. I was weeks old when she started babysitting me, but they were in my family's life when my sister was like 3 months old, and my sister is 7 years older than I am. So she's literally known me my entire life. So that's the group of friends that I constantly hang out with, because I don't talk to any of my high school friends except for my best friend, who I've known since I was 5 years old. So this year it will be 24 years that she's been in my life, so basically my entire life. But she's moving to Germany in February because she's in the army. So like, I don't have like friends that I've met later in life. Like, my coworkers and I are cordial. I assume they like me, I like them, but we don't talk outside of work. Yeah. I just find it really hard to make friends with my anxiety, and I think I might slightly be on the spectrum. Honestly, I feel like everyone is on the spectrum in some way, shape, or form, whether you want to admit it or not. And so it's mainly, I attribute it to my anxiety. I just find it very hard letting new people into my life in adulthood. So yeah, so I want to get out more. I want to spend more time with that group of people that I just mentioned, because they all live an hour away from me. I moved to where I live now originally to go to college, and then my grandparents, when they were alive, lived in this town, and so I kind of had that. And then my grandparents passed away and I stayed to finish college, and I also met a boy who is from this town, born and raised, and I stayed for him, and then he proposed and we got a house, and now we're married and we live in that house. And so I don't really see us moving anytime soon, or really ever. I don't really see us moving out of this town ever, but who knows what the future holds. So they live an hour away from me, and so I want to, other than like, I see at least my sister and my mom on major holidays and birthdays. I will see the other two on like birthdays and some major holidays, like not like on that day, but like maybe like around that time, and then sometimes throughout the summer. But I want to hang out with them so much that they get sick of me, pretty much. Also, I have a niece who turned 1 in November, and she's gonna turn 2 this November, which is crazy. And I want to be in her life more. I want her to know, like, obviously she's gonna know me, but I want to have a super close relationship with her. I basically want to be like her best friend, like a cool Aunt Megan, who she wants to spend the night at her house all the time because she's so fun and cool. And I just want to be that extra, not parental figure, but like not authoritative, like adult figure in her life who she knows she can come to whenever. Me and any of my aunts, we aren't really that close. I would say like the closest one I am of my aunts that I'm closest to, wow Megan, anyway, is my mom's sister. But even then, like, we're really not that close in the way that I want to be close with my niece. So I want to get out more. I don't want to be cooped up in my house all the time, even though when I do have plans, I'm just like, ugh, I wish I was home, which I don't know what that is, but I want to make memories and I want to have experiences, and I don't want to just like sit at home my entire life and not do anything and just have like days blend together because I'm always home. Next up is I want to read more. I really got into reading last year. It became really super fun for me and I started to crave it a lot. While my adult responsibilities don't allow me to read as much as I would like to, I did read more last year than I did the year before, and my goal is to read more this year than I did last year. But I just really want to dive into books and read and just like have that escape in a way. I just want to read more books and fill my mind with ideas and journeys and just have a good fun healthier escape. That way I'm just not mindlessly watching TV or scrolling on my phone for hours on end. So yeah. And then number 4 is I want to put myself first. I am a people pleaser. I think of others before I think of myself. I get that from my father, I feel like. He always puts everyone before himself and I need him to stop that. I am working on that with him. Like, obviously it's okay to put people first sometimes, but not to the point where you get burnt out and there's like nothing left. And I got better last year with that, and I want to get so much better this year because I'm always afraid of what others will think and that they'll be mad at me, and I need to stop that. I need to put myself first. I need to think of my mental health before others, and I need to be less people pleasing and more Megan pleasing, as in I need to do what's best for me, and who cares what other people think, because if I'm not happy, how can I help others be happy, you know? And then number 5, the last one, is I want to be better with money. Like my health one, I always say this every single year and then I suck at it. I am a shopaholic. I also show my love for others with gifts, and not like expensive extravagant gifts. Like, say you tell me you like Harry Potter. If I see something Harry Potter, I'm gonna immediately think of you and I'm gonna want to buy it to give it to you, to say, hey, I saw this and I thought of you. So if you ever tell me that you love Disney or Harry Potter or cherries or the Queen, R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth, or if you like Golden Girls or music, if I see something relating to that, I will automatically think of you and I will automatically be like, ooh, I need to grab that, I need to buy it, I need to give it to them, so they know that I'm thinking of them, because I am not great with emotions, and they're kind of to me. I have a hard time expressing them in words. I'm not really a touchy-feely person. There are a few people that I hug in my life, or let touch me. I don't really like being touched. So to show my love, I buy thoughtful gifts. I love going on Etsy and I love doing personalized gifts. I think I've run like through all of Etsy and given my mother all of the children things. I'm waiting until me and my sister are done having children to start the grandchildren things. That way she has all of them and not just 1 or 2 or however many she has. I want her to have all of them. So ideally she'll have 4 grandchildren, because both me and my sister want to have 2 kids. So I'm just waiting for that to happen. But yeah, so it's really hard for me when people are like, oh no, you don't need to get me a gift like that. Like, I understand, but then I'm just like, in my brain I'm just like, so you're denying my love, because that's how I show love. Like, in my head I just want you to be like, oh, thank you so much, and then if you don't want it, secretly get rid of it, or I don't know, just accept it and be thankful, because that's me telling you that I love you or that I care about you. And when people dismiss that, it makes me feel like they don't like me. You know, I didn't know this was gonna be a therapy session, guys, but it was. That's where, woo, I can't talk. That was my 5 goals for 2025. So to recap, I want to be better with my health. I want to get out of my house more. I want to read more books. I want to put myself first, and then I want to be better with money, because I am bad with money and currently in debt from going to college and then not knowing how not to spend and trying to make my wedding and others happy and extravagant. So yeah, so hold me accountable, please. In the comments, let me know what your goals are. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want more of my videos. I post every single Friday at 4 p.m. I'm hoping your start to 2025 is a good one. I hope the rest of your 2025 is also good. And I hope you have a good week ahead and a great weekend. And I hope to see you next week. Okay, bye guys.